Yo, what's up, everybody? So check this out. I was at work today. We had to do classes and all this stuff, and basically, our trainer, our teacher, is slightly older lady than me, but a lady nonetheless, woman, and just looking at how she would teach the class, how she's able to level with people and relate and everything, it just really it gave me admiration again, at the fact that there's so many dope ass females out there that get it, that know how to talk to people, that aren't on no emotional, superficial bullshit. And it really makes me think how we get caught up with emotions, right? And to a certain extent, when they say fuck your feelings, fuck how you feel, that's what it is. Because we all get so caught up thinking that how we feel at the moment towards everybody, even if it's like one person doing us wrong, or how we feel, people are, because we watch certain videos of people. You got to understand, we're at a point where everything that we watch is exactly like I'm doing right now, right? My opinion is my opinion. Unfortunately, not everybody has that critical thinking to where they could decipher and separate the fact that my opinion is just my thoughts and me, and your opinion is your own fucking shit. You know what I mean? So if you're at the time of watching certain things or hearing somebody say something, you feeling a type of way, it's going to get amplified. And then you're just going to keep projecting it to the world. And I feel like the big problem with society is we're all doing this shit. We're all feeling a type of way at the moment that we watch somebody else's opinions. And unfortunately, it just gets carried up and amplified and thrown out there. And we got all these creators, all these people that have a lot of followings. And it just gets snowballed into this big old fucking thing. And we're at each other's throats. So when someone says, if you watch all these motivational videos and everything, what do they all say? They say, fuck your feelings, swallow your shit, handle your business. They're not directly taking a shot at you saying, you know what, you don't matter, how you feel don't matter. If you're already feeling low, that's sad, that sucks, you know what I mean? But you can't penalize everybody for how you feel at that moment. You see what I'm saying? For how your emotions are making you feel and making you act. Because honestly, there's beautiful people all around. Not every lady is out to get you. Not every lady's a hoe. Not every lady's petty. And not every guy's a piece of shit. We have people that shine on both sides and in between every side of whatever spectrum you may relate to best. We have to learn to find ourselves. We have to learn to decipher all this shit and to really just keep moving forward and moving together as a human species. Because at the end of the day, that's what we are, right? No matter what color and all this shit. So it's just, what I wish everybody would do is just take a moment and to really reflect. Because when you're face to face with somebody and it's somebody that's just on some real shit, whether it's a dude or girl or whatever, it helps you realize certain stuff. And you're like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, I got caught up and I was sitting here mad at everybody, me mugging this person, that person. But you know that there's always one person from whatever group that's on some dope shit, on some real shit. And so if we all just go back to that, shit would be so much better. Society's going to get better, everything. And we're going to have more of a chance of excelling as a human species and progressing and teaching our kids, the younger generation, showing them the right way. Not on some righteous shit, you know what I mean? But just on some real shit. So just like we could take a moment back after all the emotions died down and be like, you know what? It's not worth this and that. It's not worth killing this friendship, or it's not worth still outcasting and demonizing this group of people, or whatever. You could break it down to music, these artists, you know what I mean? All this shit. If we could get past that, if we get to the point where we could actually take a moment and reflect, we should apply that to every aspect of our life, no matter what. So that was just kind of what I wanted to put out there to everybody, to get everybody kind of thinking a little bit, and to realize that our emotions get the best of us. And when you hear that phrase, like, fuck how you feel, and when you sit, and even if you, like, let's say you take psychedelic mushrooms, that it kills your ego, weed that'll kill your ego, all of that comes into play with each other, and all of that shit will help make you a better person, a more conscious person, and not let your emotions dictate your actions. Because that's what we got going on a lot of times. We're always on social media, so our emotions and our ego is always heightened, and it's always on defense mode. Because you know that you have an audience, whether it's 5 followers, 10 followers, the word in itself, followers. We're not fucking disciples. We're not, this isn't fucking Jesus time where you got a whole group of motherfuckers just bowing and begging and like they're on your every word and action, all that shit. No. Nah. All you have to do is just turn the shit off. You'll be okay. Unless you in a gang and then you do some shit to another gang, it'll spill over to the street. But as far as like civilians, like us, it's not. That's why I never get bent out of shape when people talk that shit or they crack their jokes. If anything, I could laugh at myself. I don't care. You know what I mean? That's not affecting me none, because I know who I am. And sometimes we forget who we are deep down. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the bad and the downside of social media, is the fact that some of us are so desperate for validation that we go for fucking the few followers we have, or we try to follow other people, and we put ourselves down even lower. Nah, you don't need nobody. You don't need a partner. You don't need a lover. If you aren't at a place where you've learned to love yourself, it's not going to happen regardless. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be happy. So stop putting yourself down lower. Stop falling for like thirst traps and all this shit. It all ties into it, man. It really does. Because when we really get together and we're really face to face in groups, we never fucking leave school. I know we grow old, we do all this shit, we're not in the classroom, so to speak, but it's still the same properties, it's still the same politics, the same type shit. But just like that, you know that when the communities come together and we mingle and integrate, you start realizing that you could get past a lot of shit that you maybe cooped up in the house, maybe in a car, maybe somewhere separated from society. You may feel like, okay, that's one way, but when you're out there and you're going about your shit, going through the motions and everything, you realize we all just trying to make it. We all imperfect, and we all trying to fucking just get shit done and stay afloat. You see what I'm saying? So let's try to work on that shit. And you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Just food for thought. My 2 cents. You know what I mean? Peace.